When we are in defensive zone coverage, it is very important that our 3 defenders away from the puck, players 3, players 4, and players 5, be aware of where the opponent's F3, their highest forward, is at all times when we're defending. And we have a dot rule to help us better understand who's responsible for their third man. Anytime the opponent's third guy is below the dots in our end zone, we need this man, player 3, our +1 man, to simply be aware of where their third guy is and be within a stick length of him, striking distance of him, if the third guy is in his space. We do not play man on man. We do not need to stand up against their third guy if he's low. We just need our third man, player 3, our +1 man, that is, to be aware. So here's what this means. If players 1 and 2 are successful in getting the play stopped, in creating what we call a stall, we cannot commit our +1 guy to be atop the pile if their third guy is below the dots. So it's very important that we look, that we see, and that we communicate at all times. If the third man for the opponent is above the dots, he's the shared responsibility of players 4 and 5. And here's a dot rule for these guys. If the third guy is above the dots and he's inside, in this area here, we need player 4 to have a good stick, to know their third man is high, inside, and be within striking distance of him. Player 5, if the opponent's third man is anywhere outside the dot, like in this area here, we need you to have a good stick, to be within striking distance of that man and know where he is. So here's what that means for you. If their third guy is anywhere in this area, you cannot be too aggressive in getting up against the boards. If their third guy is anywhere below or inside, and we get that play stopped in the corner, we want you to get aggressive and get in there. We call that cutting off the top, denying the opponent a pass lane to the point. So, you, and you, a big part of your job is looking, talking, being on angles, seeing everything, and being aware of where their F3 is. Okay, now we'll finally let the clip play out. Watch. Puck battle in the corner. We do a good job here of getting the play stopped, but notice, where's their third guy? He's below the dots. So our +1 man, he cannot get right in there atop that pile because he's got to keep an eye on that guy and account for him. And a great job here by number 20, the head checks to see that their third guy is low. Because he's low and below the dots, our player number 5 could get a little more aggressive here, get up against the boards, get his stick up against the boards and cut off that top. So what I want to illustrate here is just a real good job by our +1 man of recognizing that the third guy is low. That is a stall. I can't get in there because I have to be within striking distance of him. So this is good work within our connected framework when the third man is low. Puck battle in the corner. I know it looks like the play's a mile away. It's not the best camera angle, but watch. Third guy below the dots. So our +1 man has to be within striking distance of him. Our +1 man can't be too aggressive about getting over to the pile or cutting off the area behind the net. So this is good work by our +1 man to be within striking distance of their third guy because he's low. Eliminating him with a good stick, being within striking distance, protecting the bank like we do here. Good coverage of the F3 when he's below the dots by our player 3, our +1 man. We are in defensive zone coverage and the play switches sides. Watch. Good pressure on the puck. Good support man. Notice their third guy. He camps out on the weak side. Player 4 sees him. Player 3 +1 guy sees him. That's great awareness. Now watch, where's their third guy? He's below the dots. Excellent job by our +1 man, player 3, to be within striking distance and be aware of that guy. Outstanding job. Outstanding job. 3 and 4 see him, they talk. 3 picks him up. We come up with the block, and we're out in the neutral zone. Good execution of covering their F3 when he's camped out on the weak side, in this case, below the dot. 3, 4, 5. Big part of your job is knowing where their third man is and reacting to it. Watch. Where's their third guy? He's below the dots. Player 3 +1 man starts to get within striking distance. Where's he now? He's moving around. He's outside the dot. Player 5 does a good job turning his stick to the middle to deny the pass lane. And hopefully, players 3 and 4 are talking and letting 5 know that the opponent's third guy is above the dots on the outside. Good work. We'll gladly give up the pass lane to the point. In this case, we go out with a good stick. Blue team sends it around the wall. And now we're breaking out through the middle, and we are on offense. Great job by players 3, 4, and 5 being aware of where the opponent's third man is in our end zone. Play switches sides. Just to review. Players 1 and 2. Your job is to play off each other, try and get the play stopped. Players 3, 4, and 5. Big part of your job is to locate the opponent's F3, be aware, and then react accordingly. In this case, where's their third guy? Their third guy is above the dots. He's on the inside. Excellent job by player number 4 to be within striking distance of the man. Looks to me like we get the play stopped, and it looks to me like a stall situation. Because their third guy's high, you can see player 3 +1 man starts to get atop the pile. Because their third guy is high and inside, player 5 starts to get aggressive to cut off the top. And just as we start to do that, players 1 and 2 win the battle, we come up with the puck, and now we are headed on offense. Great job taking away time and space by 1 and 2. Great job by 3, 4, and 5 to locate the F3 and react to the stall. In this clip, the red team takes a shot on our net. Goalie kicks the rebound to the corner. We get numbers on the puck. 5 guys in the picture. We go to break out. Play gets jammed up. We turn it over, and what I love here is all 5 of our players stop. Stopping and starting is a huge part of playing good defense. No backs to the play, no looping. Low goes to the puck. They feed their open F3, and because we stop and start, all 5 guys, player 4 is right about where he should be on time to get underneath the stick of the red F3. And now we're coming up with the puck through the neutral zone, and we have a chance to go on offense. Excellent stopping and starting by all 5 guys, particularly player number 4, being where he's supposed to be, right in the hole to take over. This clip illustrates a stall situation where player number 5 is able to cut off the top. So here we are in our defensive zone coverage. 1, 2, 3, +1 man. Up and off the post to start. 4 in the hole. 5 edge of the circle. We get the play stopped. Pretty good job here by player number 5 to cut off the top. Their F3 is above the dot. He's right about in line with the dot. What's important is that these 2 players, 4 and 5, are communicating with regard to who has this man. In this case, now you'll notice their third guy is outside the dot. Player 5 remains focused on cutting off the top. But I guarantee you, I remember this clip in the game, you could hear player number 4 yelling to player number 5, telling him about their F3. So this is pretty well played by us. 1, 2, 3 in here. 5 cutting off the top. 4 on great angles. Their F3's moving around. Great communication down here by this guy. We're taking away time and space. We come up with the puck, and now we are breaking out the other side. Well played stall, good execution in terms of all 5 guys, particularly player number 5 in cutting off the top.